Hey guys, Brett here with another effortless prosperity lesson. Today, lesson 15. I am patient. It's very cool lesson. I'm sure you're gonna love it. So please make sure you just calm yourself, feel comfortable, have no distraction, and let's get started. Day 15, lesson 15. I am patient. Today, I'm patient with myself and with everyone else, for I know that time exists only to facilitate healing and growing. I know the difference between patience and procrastination. Understanding that patience comes from spirit's love, while procrastination comes from ego's fear, today I move through all of my functions and activities effortlessly, with patience and love. Today, I am patient. And assignment for today's lesson is, thank someone who truly deserves thanking. Come from your heart. How does it feel? And affirmation is, peace is forever. So again, once you start doing this lesson, make sure you start your day with the affirmation. And the best way to do this is always to go to alpha state, like breathe in, breathe out a couple times, at least 10 times. And then when you do this affirmation, peace is forever, try to really feel it. Feel when you say that out loud, what you feel. Where do you feel it, right? And notice it, and really try to exaggerate that feeling in a way that you are so happy that you are actually feeling it. All right, you are in love with that feeling. So basically, let's do a couple times, like 3 times, right? So let's do. Breathe in all the way and let go. Sometimes it's always good like to breathe in, and then when you let go, it's like all the, like you sigh with it. It's powerful. And then one more time, breathe in and let go. Now repeat the affirmation. Peace is forever. Feel it. Peace is forever. Peace is forever. Right? Doesn't feel good? It does, definitely. I always love this affirmation from the book Absolutely Effortless Prosperity, because they're all about peace. So now let's go to recommended reading. The first one is Surrendering Control. So let's go. Surrendering control. I am routinely reminded of the advantages of surrendering control. One time, for example, I purchased 2 finches, a male and a female, with the intention of breeding them. The next morning, to my surprise, both finches were singing. This was a surprise to me because female finches do not sing. Immediately, I telephoned the gentleman who had sold the birds to me and explained the situation. I was eager to resolve this problem and hoped to replace one of the males as soon as possible. The gentleman told me that he had a doctor's appointment in 90 minutes. I was about to convince him that if I hurried, I could make it to his house quickly enough for him to exchange the bird and still arrive at his appointment on time. But before I spoke, I caught myself. Instead, I agreed to meet him later in the afternoon, as he suggested. I was actually surprised by my response, since I firmly believe that I had plenty of time to go to his house and make the exchange. After we finished speaking, I received a telephone call from a client that I thought was scheduled for an appointment later in the day. The gentleman reminded me that I was to see him in 15 minutes. This was a very important 2-part real estate meeting, and I had written only the second half of the meeting in my planner. Had I insisted upon controlling the time to exchange the finches, I would have been unavailable to attend this important and profitable meeting. See? Just everything really happens for a reason, and everything is happening in your life for your best interest, which is the lesson 14, which was yesterday, right? So if you watched that lesson, now you know it's true. It will always repeat it, because you need to live these lessons daily. And the goal is to Whatever you learn in these 30 lessons of absolutely effortless prosperity, it's not that right now you're doing it that every day you live that lesson every day, right? Or each day is new lesson. But that is just to get you accustomed to these lessons and to the teachings. But once you master these, you need to live them daily, or as many of these lessons. You need to integrate them, as many of these lessons as possible, to your mind, to your conscious and subconscious mind. And that way, you will expect miracles. So you will see that these lessons always repeating same patterns. And you will start, once you know these patterns, you will start recognizing them in your own life, and your life will change. I guarantee that. Another story for today. Are you guys ready? Let's go. Seeing the truth about myself through others. A short while after beginning the study of A Course in Miracles, I had the opportunity to heal my perception of a colleague. I was not very happy working with him and never felt good about myself when I was in his presence. There seemed to be only two choices available to me: leave the company or stay and get along with him. I chose to stay with the company and ask my guide for help. Imagine that you are a loving father with a lot of children, or a master with many loyal students, he said. When a child or a student comes to you asking for help or calling for love, what do? Now, he continued, think of every person you meet or have contact with as your child or your student who is asking, who am I? Your function in this world is to see beyond every person's behavior and remind each one who he or she really is, a powerful child of God and the light of the world. As each one will know this truth, he or she will mirror back to you who you really are as well. You cannot do it by yourself. The very next day, I found myself excited about going to work and healing my perception of this individual. When I arrived at my office and was imagining him verbally attacking me, to my surprise, all that I saw was a loving person who just wished to share his love and light with me in the best way that he could. Since that moment, I have found him to be funny and joyous. I have felt very peaceful in his presence. This lesson is again very powerful, guys, because it will stop judging others. It will stop you from being like, oh, I don't want to go there because what if that person is going to be there and man, I would need to say hi to him. You know what? When you have this thought, go to that place and go to the person and say hi. From the bottom of your heart, say hi, hello, how you doing today? How was your day yesterday? Start healing your perception of that person. And you will see that when you do this, you make a new friend like Bijan did. And this is really like, you have to see that others are your mirror and your reflection. So if it's really bothering you how the other person reacts, how they talk, how they look, it is actually the insecurity, your ego, that's like catching to it. Like in, I don't know which lesson was it about the dog, that when you go to the park with a dog and another dog goes, they usually attack the other dog, or like on the dog, right? They're not doing it on you, but you are with the dog as well, because ego only attacks ego. So that's your ego basically is recognizing in that person something that you need to heal. And once you heal that perception, again, you can expect miracles. So guys, are you really ready to practice this lesson and really see everybody as your mirror, so you can always heal your perception, so you can always grow and be more on your spirit side rather than on your ego side? And when this happens, your life will change. And guys, like again, I would like you to really integrate this lesson and do this by writing to your journal. And if you did not get your journal from my site, just go to manifestbetterlife.com and then you can download it. And that way you can always write down every day. You can write down how you feel. But right now, do this in the comment below, in the comment section below. So when you write down this comment below, your biggest takeaways from this, or what this lesson gave to you, what are you healing? Maybe you will help someone else who comes to read these comments, and that way everybody's helping each other, and that person can see something in you that can help them to live better life. So guys, if you get any value from this lesson, make sure you give me a like. And if you are completely new to my channel and you don't want to miss out any of these cool lessons, hit that subscribe button with the bell notification icon, and I will see you in my next video.